Y'all, it's 3's Company Radio Show, 3'scompanyradio.com. Be sure to log on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, streaming music all the time. And be sure to follow us on all social media at 3's Company Radio. That's the number 3. Follow the logo. Of course, I'm Rob Lee.
LB Sweet.
I'm Lena Shanice.
Thank you, Bonnie Kiss. Mwah.
As always, there's a lot been happening in the news this week. We're going to get into a whole, as much as we can touch, basically. Chicago State. Let's start with that.
Where you want to start with it?
I mean,
because I'm enjoying the fact that those kids shut down the mother damn right.
You know, I don't think that was very smart.
I think it's the best thing in the world.
I mean, it's protest.
You can't go nowhere if I can't move forward in my life. You can't move forward on the damn right. I understood exactly what they were doing.
I
loved
did
it. Your school wasn't threatening to be closed.
But what I'm saying is, I think you're protesting the wrong thing. What does the Dan Ryan have to do with them closing down Chicago State?
It's to get the attention.
It already has attention,
but
you're not protesting. No, you're not protesting correctly. Is what I feel like.
You're taking.
So what would you have rather seen them do?
When you think about it, when you look at how Martin Luther King protested, you know, they took over. They stopped their business and they did all of this other stuff. You lining up across the expressway, that doesn't make sense to me because, I mean, what is that doing? What is it solving?
The business. It's stopping them from getting where they're going. The same thing that Martin Luther King
but
did.
You're stopping other black people from getting where they need to go.
Who don't care about other black people, so they need to get their attention as well.
Well, I was on the train, so.
I don't get that. I feel like that was a non-effective protest.
I mean,
it wasn't.
Honestly,
it got attention of a lot of people.
Well,
okay.
And speaking towards that point, what constitutes an effective protest?
I didn't say it wasn't effective.
No, I'm asking what constitutes an effective protest? Because we saw the Black Friday thing, we saw the Christmas Day thing.
That made sense.
Right, they stopped money. Mm-hmm. Now the expressway, I don't know.
You causing traffic. Now people
I
mad.
feel like all protests are low key
they mad
just
too
to
because they
get attention.
Yeah.
So whatever you do, it's gonna get the attention. But the Black Friday made sense to me because black people are the people that spend the most money in that market, and so cut that off, and then that's gonna get the actual attention, and they're gonna snap. But this one is just like, okay, I see what you're saying, but I see what you're saying too. Like the purpose of a protest is to get the attention, but then they went and got the attention by stopping you apparently from getting to work.
The whole thing.
I took the train.
The point of a protest is to protest something to have an effect. Like it has to have an effect. When you protest Black Friday, you stop white companies from making money from black people. When you protest Chicago State, you just lined up across the expressway. What money is that bringing back into the school? Yes, it brought attention, but
it brought some money into the school because
what money?
National attention, people started donating just because the donations.
But they still finna close in March. You need $9 billion to close. You need $9 million. You need $9 million to keep Chicago State open.
It's not necessarily closing. So what they're saying is, right now we don't have anybody donating to this school. On top of the fact that they don't have the budget, if we can get some people who graduated from Chicago State University come in and donate, that's what they're trying to get the attention, and that's what they did. People started donating to Chicago State to keep it open, based off of them shut down the Dan Ryan, based off the protest. I mean, people like Peter protest and walk in a circle all day, and they not stopping no money, but they got attention of people, and that's what I feel like that's what the protest is for.
And they're not gonna get $9 million in a day. Like it's just
they can pass the budget tomorrow, and they still ain't gonna get the $9 million.
That's what I was gonna say. Even if they do raise $9 million, that's only gonna take care of the money.
I just don't feel like
that's one extra month.
There's a deeper problem with that. And my thing is, beyond all of that, okay, Governor Browner is spearheading all of this. Where are all these preachers he bought?
Come on, Meeks, where your ass at?
There you have it. I mean, that's my main thing. All of these so-called civic leaders, religious leaders, all of these people who basically he bought out to get the governorship and buy the black vote, we watched it happen.
What's happening when you sell your soul to the devil? Oh, it was quiet now.
Oh wait, no, that was the vampire.
Back to the fucking vampire. Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like that was dangerous.
Okay, so what would you have done
wasn't.
different then?
I feel like first of all, it's because of who Ronner not passing the bill. You need to go to City Hall. You need to find out where Ronner lives and go outside his house.
Yeah,
This is my
Like, yes, you can do that.
This
If
is
that's
my
the
problem.
wrong.
You
This
can
is my
do
problem.
it. It's possible.
This is my problem with the black protest. We protest Black Lives Matter. Y'all protested wrong. Y'all should have went to the Chicago Police Department and protested. Then they protest there. Y'all had a problem with them protesting. It's like no matter what they do, it's a wrong protest. Let them kids protest the way they want to protest. They felt like it was effective, and it was for what they wanted. At
Okay,
that
so
time.
let you be on the expressway and somebody texting and driving, which people do on the expressway, and
That
they
ain't
don't
no
pay
protest.
attention to y'all. Like, I don't think
Then
that was
somebody's
smart.
gonna get
Personally,
hit.
Exact. I don't think that was smart.
Because you don't text and drive, you drive and text.
I feel like I'm all with the protest because, out of all the universities and out of all the schools in Chicago to close, you go
Hell, let them
for
say that the
Chicago
Black Friday
State.
protest
Yeah.
wasn't safe. Let them tell it. It wasn't safe on Michigan Ave. It wasn't. It was violent and it was hectic and it was too much going on and this and that.
I'm not a
Protest,
fan
do
of
everything.
protesting, period. I'm more about action. Like, what are we going to do to affect money? Because that's what it boils down to. It's all about money. We can go stomp, yell, and kick all we want to, but until you stop putting your dollar in their pockets and start putting it in something that's going to grow for you, you're going to consistently have these problems. Like, okay, why is Chicago State, out of all of the other institutions in Chicago, the one that's being shut down, and it's, one of the oldest predominantly black, colleges or universities in the city?
I think I read something that said, their scores are low at Chicago State. Graduation rates and all that other stuff, like the drop, all those things that they take into account are
state-funded
low.
education if you don't get a certain bar.
Yeah, of course. So, I feel like that was an excuse to try to close it down, but I do feel like it's because it's a majority African American college
Well,
that they
I
want
was
to
That
always
happened
close
with
down. And
Governor
if,
Chicago
State, too,
University though,
a while
because,
ago.
like, Chicago not even. It was called Chicago State. Chicago is a city.
Low key.
I never understood.
I mean-
I never in my mind could go to a school where it's called Chicago State.
I mean, low key, like for real. Like I feel like when people be like, "Oh, what state you want to visit?" and they say something like Chicago, it's like, okay, are you just confused or
You don't really know. You don't know.
like is this for real?
I thought it was just me.
No, it's not just you, boo. But Governor State also has low scores or had low scores. I don't know. That's all the way out in the South and it's not in Chicago.
I just think the
but
sports
like,
programs are not generating enough money, so there's a problem. If the basketball team was going to the NCAA tournament every year, this would not be a problem. If your track stars were winning, medals and
does Chicago
winning
State
tournaments.
University have scores?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, they do.
but that makes sense though.
I'm
You
just
have
saying.
they have to
UIC
make
don't
a
have any
profit
problem.
from this school. If they're
Yeah,
not
UIC
making a
also has
profit
better
from it, then that would be the first
graduation
reason to
rate.
close it down.
Like,
It's
But
probably
they also have better
university.
athletic programs too.
What? I feel like
It
we
was
all
a
talking
whole-
about
right.
three different
What
conversations.
I'm just saying you brought up UIC not having any problems.
USC,
I don't want to go into like
grammar.
and all that kind of stuff, but like the University of Illinois is just a more prestigious school. It's a little bit better, and they people donate money to them, so they not really hurting from the budget not being approved.
Okay. Now, with that being said, of course, the University of Illinois is predominantly Saltine.
It's predominantly Indian, ain't it?
No. I mean, at the end of the day, Chicago State University is one of the most historically black universities in the city of Chicago. So, does that speak to something deeper? Like, okay, when black people, does that feed to the stereotype? When black people make it out, they don't donate back, they don't give back.
Yeah.
But there have been successful people who graduated from Chicago State.
Who?
Oh, well, I mean, you had Kanye's mama.
Kanye mama.
Yeah, you had
Chance.
Doc Miss West,
Stop it.
Dr. West.
Right?
She
Yeah,
did. Get your life.
I mean, but still,
Robert.
what I'm saying is you have affluent people who have at least a few dollars to donate back to the
But
she's
that they
affluent
came
because of
from.
her son.
Well, I mean, even before that, she still was prestigious in her own right as far
But
as
did
the
she give?
academic field.
So did she give back?
Well, I mean,
No.
she died.
You don't. I mean,
Before
But
she
right
died, she
before.
was like older when she died.
so
Right.
What I'm asking is, does this feed back into the stereo? Because, okay, let's say HBCUs, you got Howard, you got Grambling, you got all these different universities. Now, all of them are having financial trouble.
I was just going to say,
So-
because I remember when I was still in school and Howard couldn't keep their lights on.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So why is it that all of the dominantly black schools are the ones having financial problems? Does that feed into that stereotype that when black people make it out, no matter where they make it out of, they never go back or give back? Because you just spoke to more fair-skinned universities or dominantly.
and it actually is. It's 53.7% Caucasian and like 16-something% black. So
That's what I'm saying. You have
I had to Google that because I was right there with you.
Google.
It's the Googleable fact.
It was.
Okay.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying though. Like they don't have those problems. There are high schools down in you go down to Texas and places like that. There are high schools where people went to that school in 1912 and they still come out and support.
So you have to think
My
also.
high school was predominantly white,
Right.
and they give back.
I think we're looking at it from one perspective though. Like you can't keep a school open if you're not performing. Just
Right.
Like you can't keep a business open if you're not performing. If you're not hitting your numbers, you suck. And
I
so
was just about to say
you kind
that
of have
because
to like stop sucking.
right, your graduation rate contributes to that because that depends on how many people are offering scholarships to your school, how many foundations are trying to give your school money
Right.
because you have a high graduating class. It also depends on the athletics department. Is your athletics department performing well?
And the
it goes
teachers.
to your
Because
teachers.
if your teachers suck and are high all the time,
Is
like
it
no
a
goes
question
to,
of
like, the-
resources or
it's
staff?
it's overall performance of the school.
To me, it sounds like we would have to really look deeper into it. Is the graduation rate because they are failing out? Or
You think you can steal from the mob and get away with it? Bet your ass wish you'd have left town instead of tricking off with Lucy nasty ass now, huh?
So he can kick rocks with that shit. Black ain't no shit.
Nobody bigger than the mob, dog. You hear? So I'ma ask you, who you was with?
I told you I was by myself, man.
Nigga, you couldn't pull this shit out by
By
yourself.
myself, yo.
Nigga, you couldn't do this shit by yourself.
The fuck you ain't doing shit. What the fuck you talking about?
I just wish Cedric could be just a little bit more like
What's wrong with you, girl?
Hey, ain't you Shaniqua?
Man, wanna give your body parts away so early.
Yeah, hold on, old lady. This ain't what you want.
Today, $500 next week. Stop fucking playing.
Yeah, come on in, nigga. I got a surprise down here for you.
This what the fuck you brought me down here for? Nah, motherfucker.
You hang out, man. I'll be back and get that information.
I don't know why he mad at me. He can't shut me down.
Yeah, I know you ain't in my house. Turn that motherfucking music down right now.
Your boy Bill Cosby. Mr. Jello Pudding Pops himself.
even putting some pop somewhere he don't belong.
Well, hey, that's not proven.
he is innocent until proven.
Don't do that.
Yes, I mean, based off of what's been
We
happening.
only got how long on this topic? Cause she could go
He
all
still
night.
got like 15 more cases he got to get dropped.
He does. He has a lot
How
of.
many has been dropped already?
Like
Maybe like
two.
yeah.
He only got 3 that's been dropped. So I want to say this much. You all have to read the entire article and not just the headline. The headline say the case has been dropped. the case has been dropped. The article says one of the 27 cases that Bill has been dropped. Like,
Reading is fundamental.
right.
Not only that, cases like not plural, and there
Right.
were many women, a plethora of women that came forward. So I mean, if only one got dropped, then why y'all celebrating?
But nonetheless, it has been proven that some of those women lied,
Some,
as we
but not all.
predicted.
Do we don't know?
like
Not all yet.
Listen,
It
some,
wasn't
I
all.
said
You don't think it
some.
I
was
am
all?
a firm
Absolutely
believer
not.
of. Now, one person said, okay, that might be a lie. Two people, okay, somebody still might be lying. 3, 4, 5, 6, 27 women, somebody telling the truth.
Yep.
Somebody, not all of them.
I ain't
Because
say all.
She didn't say all. She said
all.
somebody.
I said somebody.
honestly, I knew, like, hands down, I knew Janice Dickinson was lying. Like, I knew it. I didn't believe her the first time it came out that she was one of the women. You're lying. You were like the industry whore at your time.
Did you hear about the Playboy
You-
little girl? The little session?
And she was lying
13.
too.
She was lying, like, because everyone's trying to figure out why you 13 at the Playboy mansion. That was confusing in itself. I had questions for her mama. But,
I just,
I don't know him, but like I said last week, I just want to be like, I want to be like Bill's lawyer when I grow up.
No.
That's a bad mama
That's
jam.
a bad motherfucker right there.
Baby.
she pretty dope.
Have you seen the interviews with her when she was dragging every anchor on CNN?
Rule the mud.
I love seeing stuff like that.
I love seeing black people.
I was about to say, and shout out to her being a black woman.
Right.
Like,
Little black
Okay, so it's my turn. Okay, so here's what I don't like. I don't like when somebody rides the coattail. So, like you said, all of them MFers, somebody, and I'll even say a handful of them are telling the truth. And the rest of them riding the coattail to get a paycheck, or have gotten a paycheck, or just want some type of 15 minutes of effed up fame, or something like that. Because y'all know I don't curse no more, say. So, I don't believe all of them are telling the truth, but that's not for me. The ones that are telling the truth, I commend them for stepping up, regardless of how long it took them to come and like clear themselves and walk and live in their truth, because that's a hard thing to hold on to. And I just don't.
I guess my problem is a lot of them took settlements at that time. So if it was very difficult for you to deal with, I feel like no amount of money is worth my
No amount of money, but do you know do you know how crazy it is right now to have to relive it?
But they chose to. This is not something somebody came out and asked them about. Comedians been joking about Bill Cosby being a rapist for long. This is
And
not
a lot of
something
people
that's
say
brand new.
that comedy comes from some sort of truth.
And that's what I'm getting at. Like, this is something that's been happening since the 70s, probably before then. And you choose now, 30, 40, 50 years later, to say something's not right there. And so you took that settlement in the 70s to shut up and be quiet. So you choose 2015 to come out and say something.
We have to. Okay, so how did they come out and say it? Now this part I don't know. Like, did they like take to social media, or did somebody actually go to the police?
No,
Years
they
years
went
later.
to the media.
yeah, I
They
think
went to the
somebody
media as a
went to
collective, or did one person go and then it was a whole bunch that came after that?
It was just a bunch of mysterious.
Because
know
when
how
I
I
came
see
into the
it?
story, I came in when everybody, like all the people was saying like, oh my God, and they had the front of the magazine, they were sitting in the chair, and like,
I see it like some type of like Chirac when all the women went to the
Girl,
place
we're not
to
talking
protest.
about that.
That's how I see it. They all went and won and just said Bill Cosby raped us,
I
and
told
then that's
you,
how it got out.
We had
Because
this
I don't-
conversation.
I
I
personally
did not
think
watch
it's just
the
time
movie.
to drain Bill's wallet.
So this is what happened. It was a comedian, like a newer comedian. His name come out. He did a stand-up show. When he did the stand-up show, he mentioned Bill Cosby's rape, he was not the first comedian to mention the rape. When it was mentioned, it got attention of one of the journalists or whatever that was in the audience. They did a little digging, research, found one woman. That woman, I'm not the only woman, and so then it just kind of snowballed out of control.
D.L. Hewley actually talked
Yeah,
about
I retweeted that. I put that on every single social media.
said Bill tried to have him banned. It was that powerful. But me personally, I would like to see how many of them are actually telling the truth and how many are lying. I think there's going to be more liars than truth tellers.
Of course.
I also think that this was just a convenient opportunity to drain
That's
didn't
why he
trip up the
tripped?
stairs when
Oh.
they was walking.
Oh,
blind in one
I
eye.
didn't mean to laugh. I
You
take
didn't
it
see the
back.
pictures when he has like the blue eye. It's blue and like
Girl, no, I
very
was looking
blurry.
at his sweater. I was like, oh,
Y'all always talk about what Cubana say out her mouth. But baby, Lena Shanice.
Totally different.
Totally different story. Yeah, now I ain't trying to get fooled with it.
Would
No,
you still
but-
be able to watch the Cosby Show and enjoy it?
Yes.
Should it still be on television?
I mean,
Yes.
he's acting. That's a different. That's another
No,
thing.
but when it comes to black
Hold on.
people, it's not different.
It's different from
Charlie
Bill.
Sheen can
I
go
was just
infect
getting ready to
however
say
many
that.
people he wants.
Charlie, you can still. I still watch 2.5 Men when I get off work. And
Yeah,
get
that
home,
was a good show.
And the show's still on, and Charlie old high HIV ass is still on my TV.
His morals are messed up, but his show was good. You know, it's just
And
So why-
Bill
that's
Cosby
just
had
like the-
questionable, extracurricular
That's like
activities.
what about the dude from Seventh
Call
Heaven?
that an extracurricular activity.
Hey, when you hit 30 women,
Oh,
30 women, nigga, that's an
That's a
extracurricular
hobby.
activity. That's
That's
a
a
hobby.
hobby.
Exactly. That's the shit you do in your pastime. Today I was getting in, cracking.
Another Quaalude. She
I
love
wonder
me in
if
the
he
morning.
got-
I just
Did
feel
we
like
ever find out where he was getting all this medicine from? Because you
It
know
was
you go to
legal.
Mexico.
Quaaludes, that was
Nigga,
legal
it
back
was
then.
legal in the 70s. It was legal.
See, that's-
it was popular back then,
Right,
so
that was
that's
what
what
they
all
did.
the kids were doing.
It was like getting a loud pack at the gas station.
Damn. Ran off on the plug twice, huh?
Okay. Cut that
But nah, I think like to answer your question, they shouldn't have took that show off
But
air.
that's what I'm
It
saying.
was
Like,
just
why is it a double standard when it comes to black athletes,
Because
black
a black
actors,
man
black
is the
everything?
most powerful man.
Because the dude from Seventh Heaven is a pedophile. I forgot his
He's a
name, but
confessed.
he's a
out. It's the
pedophile.
last time you have seen
It's on
When
TV
have
somewhere.
you seen
I don't
Seven
watch it,
Heaven
but
on
it comes on
TV?
television.
It comes on the Hallmark channel.
Yeah,
still
it does.
comes on.
Who watches the Hallmark
Just
channel?
because you don't watch it don't mean it's not on TV.
Hallmark got real good movies or whatever. So don't even.
Okay, if y'all watch the Hallmark channel, please tweet at 3's Company Radio because I would like to take a poll. Okay.
What
because-
about, okay, better example, Woody Allen.
Come on.
Come on, man. There is no better example of a pedophile on God's green earth than Woody Allen.
Let's
This Mark
start with-
adopted a child and then married it.
What?
Yeah, you
It's
didn't know?
true.
Like,
I didn't
how
know
you
this.
adopt a child and then marry?
Let's go to something even more current. What's the little man from Subway?
Jared.
Jared.
He lost his deal, so.
So
I
they
mean,
should have
yeah.
just banned Subway. They should have
They
just
should.
took down
Subway
every
should- we should
Subway.
protest.
They should
It's-
took down
it's-
every
Subway
Subway
stinks.
in the world.
But let's just look at it from just like a that he lost his deal. But how many memes did you see about Jared? Always. How much publicity did you see about Jared? You didn't see that much. They showed
Okay,
it.
so then let's go. I'm gonna be on the opposite side of that. Old boy from 19 Kids and Married.
Who?
What's his name? I will
Is he
Google
black?
it. He's white.
About
And
black
he's,
versus white.
I know that, but you saying that Jared didn't get the same attention that Bill is getting because he's white. But the dude from 19 Kids and Married raped his sisters friends.
And they
and
made
it was-
money off of it. They did a movie, they did a Lifetime movie based off of it.
Okay, well Bill needs to get up on that then, honey. You still popping? Let's go. What we talking about?
It's over for Bill. Bill ain't
Bill
making
is
no money,
done.
no money out here. That's a wrap.
He was trying to leave something for his kid. Bill was building an empire for a kid.
He
They didn't want
was.
him to do that.
And they
He was gonna
tearing
have
it
too much
down.
power.
They
What?
tearing it down.
Okay, so what about the black people? Because I've been seeing this a lot on social media too. What about the black people who feel like, why are you going to bat for Bill Cosby at all when all he did was talk down on the younger generations of black people anyway?
Hi. I'm leaving.
Because we grew up with him in the household. I don't know him.
But y'all going hard like
So
that.
are you going to bat for Bill Cosby or are you going to bat for Dr. Huxley?
Let me tell you what
I'm going.
I'm going to bat for these women that's out here falsely accusing of rape. And I feel like because they're doing that, they should get the time that he was facing.
I was just about to say that.
Because
Like,
that's what the real problem
what
is.
should the punishment be for a woman who falsely accuses
Defamation of
somebody
character,
of
right?
rape? I mean, yeah, you could file a defamation suit and sue them, but more than likely, they don't have money for you to get.
But the problem is that you really can't, unless somebody was in the room and witnessed it, you really can't prove rape. Even if you
You
go
can.
the next day and get a rape kit, if the person is saying
It's consensual.
then the case is not going to be legit because one person said it's consensual and the other person saying nah. The one person is saying, oh, it's consensual. She just got mad at me after we freaked. I almost said the F word. Oh, after we freaked and went and got a rape kit, and then all of a sudden she's saying like, the story can be turned so many ways. You can't prove that it was consensual or that it wasn't
But the
in real
problem
life.
is that even though you may not be able to prove that, if I say Rob raped me and they convict Rob,
They do that.
Rob gonna get time. But if they don't convict Rob, I just walk away and I don't have no problem. I should face the time that I ruined this man's life.
That's just like I forget the name of the football player that just got released after like 6 years, just because old girl went on social media and basically admitted that the whole case was false, and she got out. So why shouldn't anything happen to her? He lost
If
6
somebody
years.
admits that they're lying, then yes.
If somebody admit that they
You
lying on
need
Twitter,
to either pay a fine of some sort or like serve
a
some
fine.
time.
Shorty ruined
What's a
this
reasonable
man's
fine
life.
for 6 years of life?
I don't know. I don't think about that. I think of glitter and sparkle and like
And she should do
fields
6
of
years.
glory.
She should
But I mean,
actually do 12.
he has to initiate suing her for that.
Exactly.
Like, if the man doesn't initiate it, then of
I'm
course
not-
it's
I'm
not
saying
going
sue
to
her.
happen.
Yeah, you can sue monetarily. What I'm
countersue.
saying is,
Right, you have to, but
You have to
regardless,
countersue,
for her
because
to
it's a
get any
different-
type of punishment, you have to initiate. You have to say,
what
man,
charge is that?
whatever you.
Defamation of character.
It's right. It's
And that's the
pain and
problem.
suffering.
That's what we're getting to. Defamation of characters, they're not going to give her 6 years. They're not. But we took 6 years of this man's life based off of what you said happened, and then you come back and say, oh no, I was just joking. That didn't happen. Shorty needs to do 12. Double the shit. That'll teach your ass not to be out here lying on people for no damn reason. That's what we teach our kids anyway.
What
My
did she
son-
say was her reason? Was it like the story I just said where they said it was consensual and then she got mad and went in?
Basically.
Or she probably thought she'd get some money up
Right.
out of the whole situation.
Black
if I
athlete.
say that he raped me, then I could be like, if you give me 50,000, I'll shut up.
Hush money.
I don't have that kind of like con artist brain. So.
She goes sit. Hey man, logo out the shop. It's all Alright, yeah, that'll definitely be cut. But Bill, I hope they leave
Keep
your
your
whole
lawyer.
ass alone. I swear they doing you greedy. But if you did it,
Then everybody gonna shut the whole fuck up. Lord Jesus,
man, if you
please.
did it, bro, you,
Cause y'all be going hard for him like that's your granddad.
I mean, I don't go hard for him.
I ain't talking about y'all, I'm just talking about y'all.
Y'all.
From a holistic perspective.
Alright,
Going
so
hard
she-
like his
she a
grandpappy.
holistic perspective. But we got a lot more show coming up after the break. We got Landon Battles in the building. A whole lot more. So stick around. 3's Company Radio Show. Be back. But it's time for our artist spotlight, and we got, a familiar face back in the building. We got a new set, new vibe, new year, but same old cast of characters. Landon Battles, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, man. Thank y'all for having me, man. It's a dope little spot y'all got right here.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You like my corner?
Yeah, this
The
corner
Snookies
is
is
nice.
just all the life.
Yeah, man, you like Etta James with the microphone.
No. My goodness.
Right. The more you know.
Right.
The more you know.
Yeah, this is dope.
Well, if only I could sing.
Auto-tune, we could fix that.
Yeah,
He said
anybody can sing with
auto-tune.
auto-tune.
I probably sound like
Why is that different from? Anyway, it's been a while, man. What's been going on, man?
Man, grinding, working, getting money so I can fund the streams. That's what it
I
takes
feel
here
you
in
now.
America.
You did. You definitely need that.
Yeah, dog. So just grinding, man, get my budgets up and just working with different producers, man. I'm finally understanding like why certain rappers come in the game with a producer already on hand, man, like Dre and Snoop,
Yeah.
Gucci and Zato, Mike Will and Future. You know what I mean? Because when you could just sit around and work with a producer on a beat and create the beat, man, that make a hell of a difference. So I've been in the studio, man, with different producers, like getting it. You know what I'm saying? So,
But we definitely appreciate you stopping back by to, rock with Lil Ol' Lush. He done been all across the country, barnstorming, Project Black Gold out here. He done rocked with some of the best, Sway in the morning. And man, what are those experiences like for you now that the brand is growing and you going out and you going to California or you going to New York and people are knowing Landon Battles names and knowing his songs and actually inquiring about his craft?
It don't even feel real, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been praying for moments like this, and now that it's here, it's just like, what you gonna do with it? But it don't even feel real, man. Like somebody posted one of my videos on Instagram and them twerking on one of my songs. I'm like, damn, I didn't even know I made music.
Right.
Hey, they getting it to melody. You know what I'm saying? To melody.
To Melanin. Hey, if you have not checked out the Melanin music video, of course it's gonna be in this episode. But check out the 3's Company Facebook page, man. That video is bananas. Who shot that video?
Will Gates.
Shout out to Will Gates.
Man, he shot that for me. We both came up with an idea for it. He was like, man, just get as much random items as you can and spray paint it gold. So that's what I did. So I had smoke machines and all that stuff that happened in Hollywood, you know what I mean? And came out with a dope video.
That's definitely what's happening. Now, what was your inspiration behind Melanin?
Man, I feel that people need to know what it is. There's magic in it, you know what I'm saying? It's a science behind it, man. And it's melanin, for those that don't know, is a chemical that's released from your pineal gland, and it makes the pigment in your skin brown or whatever. And it's activated by the sunlight, vitamin D, all types of stuff. Vibrations activated, you know what I'm saying? That's why we come alive in the summertime, when we're able to eat our fruits and we're able to get the sun 24/7. And the Egyptians knew it was the people back in Kemet, you know what I mean? They knew it. That's why the Ira, the horse, the Ira, that's represents your pineal gland. So they knew all about it, you know what I'm saying? So, and felt those people, the people know about it too. That's why they put fluoride in your water to calcify your pineal gland, man.
Oh, you got real upset.
Yeah,
cause
you should be.
People out here with
So what kind of water you drink?
Man, I drink. I don't know the name of it, damn. But it's like it look come in a bottle like a big ass raindrop or something, and it got your pH. It's alkaline water.
Okay.
I drink Fiji, alkaline Evian, you know what I mean, stuff like that. Ice Mountain if I ain't got nothing else. But tap water, don't drink that stuff, man.
I mean, I think it's safe to say tap water in any part of America at this point is pretty much not.
Don't do that.
You shouldn't drink. Yeah, you can. You can taste the chemicals in tap water.
I don't know about chemicals. It just tastes
You can
like
you can taste it.
Tastes like
smell it.
nasty.
It tastes,
Especially if you
water.
around a more pure source of water and then you go to tap water or you happen to be around it and smell it, you can tell.
You can tell the difference between orange juice and the fake orange juice we get every day. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mariano's, man. Y'all never been up there to taste that orange juice? That orange juice is on point, ain't it?
Yeah.
And that's what made me say, damn, what have I been drinking all day?
Right.
You been asleep.
Man, sleeping hard. You know
Now,
what I mean?
Wake up.
this Project Black Gold, I've been listening to some of the tracks. I know for right now, I'm rocking with Melanin because I started on the video and I was like, damn, okay. But what is your favorite track on Black Gold and why?
My favorite track, Black Gold, is probably the last one, Rain Coming Down. And I say that because I wasn't worried about just trying to make a song that fit an album or making a song that people feel. You know what I'm saying? I was just getting my thoughts out. You know what I'm saying? It was just me just going in, only spit the hook a few times because I had a lot to say outside of the album and I really couldn't fit in. So that just brought the whole album to a head for me, man. It just came to a point. And Rain Coming Down, you riding around, you smoking, that's when your thoughts get deep. Or before you go to sleep or something at night and you just laying in your bed, that's when you think of the most creative stuff, man. And that happened for me and when I'm just riding around blowing at nighttime when it's raining or something. And that's when I get hit with inspiration and get inspired by all types of stuff, man. Shout out to my ancestors for hitting me with inspiration.
That's definitely
Why'd you name
what's
it
up.
Black Gold? Is it because, like, you know, black people, when we glitter and the sun hits us, then we glow and we look golden?
Yeah, man, that. And I heard, man, like the Red Cross, when they was looking for blood specifically for black people, they was calling it Black Gold. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like in Europe right now, man, we could sell our melanin right now for like $300, $350 for a gram because they know what's up. You know what I'm saying? That's putting sunblock, melanin or melatoma. You know what I'm saying? They know what's up. They just don't want us to know what's up. So me, by making melanin, I'm like, all right, I got a message. Let me get this dope ass beat. Boom, put it in, man. That's how I slip the medicine in the can from these niggas, man. Just dope music to dope beats with a message.
That's
Definitely what's happening now. You been, of course, we always rock with you for that reason. With the state of events in Chicago since the Laquan McDonald happening and the Black Friday protest and Rom, you know, the efforts to try to get Rom to resign, which haven't happened as of yet. I honestly, I don't see him budging. But what are your thoughts on some of that? Like, what's your feedback as far as what's been going on in Chicago within the last 6 months?
I mean, I'm glad it's a necessary evil to me because at the same time, it's a transition period, man. All these old ass senators that's been in there for 50, 40 years, y'all about to die. And at the same time, all these bogus.
I love how you put that.
All these bogus injustices is waking up the youth. More of the youth is getting involved with politics. Like, I ain't know who Anita Alvarez was until this happened, or I ain't know what her job was. When I found out she gave this man first-degree murder instead of second-degree murder, it's like, of course he gonna walk. Because first-degree murder is like, you gotta prove that he had an intention. You can't prove that because he just came out shooting. But second-degree is like, yo, he came out, he was reckless. He didn't care about human rights. He knew what it was.
It was the loophole. We got to get Kim Fox on the show. We're going to start interviewing some of these. Some of these politicians are running from us. You know, I've been reaching out to a few of them. Some of them running because of the whole Jesse Jackson fiasco. But
I wasn't here for that either.
Well, you know, I mean, it happened though. Like it's like you said in the last episode, it's not real shade. It's just real. It's not real shade. It's just what people really think, and we not the type of show that's gonna pull those punches. So a lot of our political friends don't want to.
Kim Fox, man, she down to earth. I never met her, but my wife worked for her, and she says she real down to earth and real cool and looking for opportunities like that.
That's what's up.
I know she 100. Just hearing her campaign and just seeing how she trying to get the youth involved.
Well, we definitely need to work that out. Speaking of campaigns, what are your thoughts on the presidential primaries or whatever you want to call them? Bernie, you rocking with Bernie?
Yeah, I'm feeling.
Why Bernie over Hillary?
Because look, man, Hillary down for Margaret Sanger, man. You know what she was down for?
I mean,
black folks. Like, I ain't down with nobody who rock with her or J. Edgar Hoover or Nixon or Oliver North. You know what I'm saying? Or Freeway Ricky Ross, man. I don't give a damn how y'all celebrate.
So, why do you think Hillary's getting the pass that she's getting? Though, is it because she's Bill's wife?
That and people want a woman to be president right after Barack Obama. You know what I'm saying?
Just to keep the history changing,
probably,
right?
But look at her track record, man. Look at Bernie Sanders' track record.
Exactly.
This dude been doing stuff since the 70s.
Yeah.
And his hair still been looking the same. Shout out his style. Whoever doing your wig, man, yo. Dr.
Bernie's
Einstein,
getting
man,
it.
Yo. Old boy off Back to the Future Pro, man. You need to hire that person permanently, man. Your message, like, I'm down with everything you've been voting for since the 70s, man. That's social media. Thanks to social media, I'm able to see what he's
Right.
voting for.
And the more he says something in the different debates about what he voted for at this time and this time, it leads people to go back and do just that. Like let's fact check, okay, and then you see what those other people voted for and what they did, and now you looking at them different. Like, wait a minute, and that's something that we as a people need to get better at, is just checking people on their policy. As far as what they really stand for, what they vote for when they in that room, they can stand on that podium and say whatever. But what was your vote when it was casted?
Exactly.
What's your feelings on the Republican side of things? How you feeling about Donald?
I feel the same thing. About
Why you look at me like? No, did you see? She gave me the death stare because I asked about Donald Trump.
Donald Trump, he a joke, but man, look, Republicans and Democrats, man, that's like offense and defense of a football team. They on the same team, dog. While they debating on TV, please believe when the camera shut off, they shaking each other's hand, going to Starbucks, getting whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe none of that stuff, man. But I'm down with Bernie because one, he independent and he ain't accepting no money from major corporations, and it's only a certain amount you could give him, man. I heard, I think it was like the Red Hot Chili Peppers or something, tried to donate like $1 million to his campaign. He was like, nah, I don't want it. And they was like, man, we ain't for no corporation. He was like, nah, man, that's against my goals. Like, that's my morals. But look how much money he raises just from being 100. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it shows authentic people can still make a change, man. And it really don't even come down to skin color. They wanted to make it seem like that so they could further divide and conquer our asses. But you know, some of this stuff is about skin color, but a lot of them people, it was white folks marching with Martin Luther King too. You know
Bernie was one of them. Did you see that picture?
I saw that picture, and it looked like he had the same shirt on.
Right.
Probably did. History.
Bernie, you need to hire a stylist.
So, exactly.
You keep the hairdresser, hire the stylist. Now, I want to get your opinion on the state of hip hop right now. As far as, especially in Chicago, like the light is getting brighter, of course. The last time we met, we were talking about the light was just really starting to shine on Chicago, and people are getting their opportunities. Shout out to the homeboy BJ, the Chicago kid. His album's dropping soon. You know, Jaguar Pride on 2 on that one. And we just got a lot of different Chicago artists. Lil Durk got a couple of songs that's making some noise. Of course, Tink, you know, Dreezy. How are you feeling about the state of hip hop in Chicago and the direction that it's taking right now?
I feel good because I still go to underground clubs, you know what I'm saying? And I see like a lot of the underground of the underground. Mm-hmm. And it still sound good to me, and as long as you got something to fall back on, you know, it's dope. Like, I like what Tink doing. I really love what Dreezy doing. She got bars, man. Yeah. I like some of Dirk stuff. I like some of Bibby and Herb stuff, but it comes down to me, man, what you doing for the people, what you doing for the community. Like, if you talking about killing marks, I can't really rock with it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Now, how do you feel about that? Because we know a lot of radio stations, period, but especially in Chicago, you know, we are notorious for playing the put the guns down commercial, and then right behind that is murder, death, kill to the third power.
Telling the people what
I mean,
do.
Yeah, we know that. You know what I'm saying? As far as programming and what's being handed or fed to the, you know, by the powers that be. How do we change? I mean, I know how we change that. That's why we created 3's Company Radio. You know what I'm saying? So we do what we want to do, and ain't nobody spoon feeding us nothing. And the thing with that is, where do you go in your journey as far as going to the next level in your career?
Where I go, man, I'm thinking overseas, man. I'm thinking that, and of course, like out of state, because when I had my trip to New York, man, shout out Brianna and Swank and everything, I really found out why they call a New York Minute a New York Minute, because everything moves so fast out there. And I was meeting whack marks who was putting in more work than me out there. And I'm like, damn, I'm putting in a lot of work in Chicago, but compared to these dudes grind, it ain't nothing, man, because you don't have no time to go to the show or go bowling, because if you do, you might miss out on like 5 or 6 people you can connect with. Because everything down at CBS, MTV, VH1, BET, Comedy Central, everything down there. Now, if you want to be a lawyer or a banker, come to Chicago. Right. But, man, it's just, the next level for me, man, is just, I say out of state. And I want to tap more into that conscious vein, man. The Dr. Umar Johnson's, the Greek elites. things like that.
I would love to interview, man, Dr. Umar Johnson. I would love to interview him. That would be dope. That would be dope. That would be dope. But Landon, man, we want to thank you for stopping through, and as always, chopping it up with 3's Company Radio, man. Let us know where we can find you. Where's the project on sale? Give us the info.
All right, you can check me out on LandonBattles.com, LANDON Battles with an S. Instagram, Landon Battles 15. You can grab my album Black Gold. It's being distributed by Warner Brothers Records, Symphonic Distribution, Indie Fresh, and Sacred Circle, iTunes, Rhapsody, Tidal, everywhere. Google Play, man. It's everywhere, man. You can find that anywhere. And you can get all that plus more. My tour dates, my pictures, videos at LandonBattles.com, man. Sacred Circle Entertainment.
He say wherever there's media, you will find him. Kind of like us, you know. You can check us out on iHeartRadio, Spreaker, TuneIn, whatever. You know, just type in 3's Company Radio. You'll find us. You go to LandonBattles.com and you'll find Landon Battles and everything going on with him. And we're gonna get into this video that we spoke of earlier. You know, why don't you go ahead and let us know the name of the video? Lead in, let the people know what's going on.
I'm Landon Battles. This video is called Melanin. It's shot by Will Gates and Open World Films. It's off my album Black Gold. It's the first single. I'm talking about your melanin. If you don't know what that is, watch this video, man. If you got any questions, holler at me at LandonBattles.com and I answer all the marks for you. So check it out. It's dope.
Yeah. Yeah, baby. Let that bang.
Niggas tripping off Prozac, promethazine, and cognac. They know it all, that Bojacks. Finna grow my throwback, straight in my hair, nigga know that. Mouth a weapon like Fogax. Nigga, hold that. Got 7 chakras and 3 eyes. 7 chakras and 3 eyes. They know that shit, but they hide it. Keep it on silent, nobody read.
Today, you know what I'm saying? We got a black business report type thing going on. So we got our homeboy, you know what I'm saying? The entrepreneur himself, Mike Leonard, a.k.a. Snooky, head of the Kool Club. What's going on, brother?
Hi.
Ladies, he's nice.
I mean, they can see him now. You know, they can see now.
I'm basically here. 3's promoting my event I'm having. It's like a cross-branding event. I got probably like 7 different brands for 7 different black owners, different beauticians, different barbers. So, for instance, we had this pretty young lady, and I have her hair done by one of my beauticians, probably Aquila. I have her makeup done by one of my makeup artists, Hadija. She'll be wearing something nice from one of my guys named Butter. Mike Love, he does Inspired Brand.
Okay.
She'll probably have some boots on by my girl Alana. You know, she'll definitely have some jewelry on by Jessica. So it's like a cross-branded event if you get it. Mm-hmm. So we got over like 3 people giving us jewelry, over 8 designers, like 6 barbers, 50 models, 49 models. We need her to make it 50.
Y'all paying?
No, we're not paying.
Oh,
we got all jokes aside, though.
Pro
the whole
bono.
show is dope, but the proceeds, part of the proceeds are going to multiple sclerosis research. Okay, we got a female which is real close to me. It was my next door neighbor. She like family. Her name Robin Mabry. Okay. She got multiple sclerosis. So we are thinking to raise about $1,500, and we going around to black businesses asking them could they either match that or give us half of that. So once we raise the 15, which we know we're gonna do with the ticket sale, so y'all get out and buy y'all tickets. You know, which is $25 for general admission, $40 for RSVP.
And don't ask for no discount.
Thank you. Say it again. One more time.
Don't ask for no discount.
Remix. No, seriously though, but don't ask for no discount. Basically, that's it. We got a lot of dope stuff going. It's at the Met, 41st and King Drive, the same church where they filmed Empire at. So Cookie's Lion Church. You know, if y'all like Empire, the same exact venue. So we secured that venue. So it's seat about 700 people. So we're looking to get a lot of folks up in there. We got an RSVP section where you get there about 3:30. You can park early. You know, you get prime seating. We got a jerk chicken buffet.
Yes.
And we got food and refreshments for you guys. You know, y'all some people who get there early. That's a $40 ticket. You know, and then you get a chance to actually
be served with the jerk chicken.
Because she said.
She want to know the menu.
I need to know the menu.
Well, we got jerk chicken and different type of rice.
And are these gonna be from black restaurants?
Yes, we got one. DJ the Jerk King gonna be. We got a lot of people that everything is black business that we doing.
All right.
That's 100. That's what we like to hear.
Well, you can get my 40, baby.
Now, what was the inspiration behind this event? Like, what made you sit down at the table? Like, you know what? I'm gonna execute this. I'm gonna make this happen. What was the driving force behind you?
Honestly, just seeing what everybody was doing. See, my gift is to market, and my gift is to promote. As far as I do TV production too. So sometimes I get lost in things, but my brain just always coming up with stuff. So it was kind of bogus for me to market one person, you feel me? Because I know everybody.
Right.
So everybody know me when they see me. It's the same amount of love. So I couldn't just go to Mike Love, which is butter with Inspired Brand, and say, I'm just going to market you, bro. I want to just do this show for you. Mm-hmm. I couldn't go to my boy Marlon, which is 80s lifestyle, fade to wealth. I couldn't go to him and be like,
I love his product placement.
I couldn't.
Did you get the logo?
I couldn't go to him and say, I'm just gonna do you. You know, so everybody kind of got to get a little segment, a little piece of it, so we can make it all one. So everybody getting their own promotion. I'm doing the promotion and marketing myself. All they got to do is show up with their clothes and just get acknowledged, per se. They don't have to give me nothing. Just show up with your clothes. The barbers just cut a couple heads. The beauticians, do what y'all do. And then I'm going to bring out the crowd so y'all can see. And folks can get your highlight, basically. That's it. That's all I'm doing.
Well, that's definitely what's happening. Give us the address again.
It's 4100 Martin Luther King Drive. It's the Metropolitan Community Church. It's right on the corner. Like I said, the RSVP tickets are $40.
With food, you get food.
With food.
You got your $40
and parking.
You got food, you got rice, you got parking, you got some hot.
And like just for this right here, I got. Normally I don't be doing this. But I run this for the guests.
Well, check that out.
All right.
He came bearing gifts. To all you other artists, that's how you supposed to do it. He came
I'm
in.
excited. Now, I got a question about Aquila.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she does. She owns her own salon.
She's very gifted.
She can do
I've
it.
seen
She
some
can't do it. Someone in her shop can do it. You know, she owns her own
Exactly.
salon. Actually, a lot of her beauticians are going to be helping out with it. So we're going to promote her salon more than her. It's all about the business. So if you know someone, we still got slots open. If you know someone that might want to be involved in it, we got up into 2 weeks from now to get it done.
Now, what was that date again?
April 9th.
April 9th.
April 9th. It's
At the
second
Met.
Saturday in April. The second Saturday in April. Tickets are on sale right now, so all your W-2 money, don't go spending nowhere.
Don't take a chunk
all
out.
These belts on people's waistlines, and they not supporting nobody else. These brands are grassroots people that come from the same community we come from. You know, and I just think before I get up out of here, I really just think that's the problem. Like in Chicago, I don't think it's that much hate. I really just think it's hard to shine light on somebody who doing something, because it's gonna shine like how much dark that you're not doing. You feel me? So that's the problem with us. Like right now, I'm glad to be here. I'm shining light on what y'all got going on, but it's hard for me to do this if y'all not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just like Rob invited me here. You know, so he like letting me get a platform. So I think in Chicago, all of us could do something. We just don't do it. You feel me? So it's hard to say, hey girl, you doing your thing, when I was sitting right next to you in class, and I ain't got no excuse not to be doing shit. I mean, doing nothing.
Right.
You know, say what you want to say, baby.
You feel me?
Right.
So, that's just
own
my
rules.
feeling, Rob. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
it's
what's
hard
up.
for people to give people credit out here, because you know it's gonna shine on how much you ain't doing, how lazy you are. So they don't hate you. They just hate your motivation. They hate your drive.
They don't hate you. They hate your
You better
motivation.
put that
That's
on a
real.
t-shirt,
Right?
No, that's every day. That's what y'all to do. I just give it out. I lay it out for y'all to play it out.
I'm going to pin that on my Twitter.
Check that
They
out.
don't hate you. They hate your
Nah,
motivation.
they don't want to hurt you. To hate you, that mean they want to hurt you. They don't want to
Self-hate.
hurt you. They just hate your drive. For some reason, they can't do what y'all do, and they don't get it because they right from where y'all from. You know, your classmates sitting right next to you like, why ain't they supporting me?
That's true.
What the hell? I'm on TV every day. Everybody on y'all page supposed to like y'all page. They y'all friends, right?
I know that's right.
Y'all supposed to have 500 likes just like this, but they don't. Because to shine light on you is to put the darkness on them. And that's just what I think about it.
And there
That
you
was
have it.
deep.
Words of wisdom from Snooky.
Yes.
And if you ain't a member, Snooky, that's what I was just about to say. Snooky, let us know who the hell is Snooky and what the hell is the Kool Club.
Yeah, honestly, you know how I was coming off in the beginning.
Yeah.
When I was Snooky. Yeah. I'm very sorry for that. All right?
I don't know.
We don't know that.
What I'm about to put,
Right,
that's what's good about it. See, that's the twist. Y'all weren't supposed to know. You know, I did a lot of vile things. You know, just talking reckless on some world star stuff. You know, I did a lot of that stuff to catch the attention of folks because I knew that's what they wanted to hear. You know, I'm a basketball coach. I'm an AAU coach. I coach basketball, so I couldn't say a lot of stuff I wanted to say on my page. I created Snooky with a whole bunch of energy, talking about women who always talking about men, whatever. But once I got everybody's attention, I did this on him. You know, so I flipped it on him. So I got a club called the Kool Club where he's in it. He know in my club is no vowel talk, it's nothing. Everybody in my club is a barber, a beautician, a teacher, a coach, a mentor. But on the regular Facebook, I get it popping. But in the Kool Club, stuff like this is what come out of it. So I just use Facebook to get the attention from people. But this is what we doing behind closed doors. That's why everybody can't get in. We got 140 requests. They starting to hear about it, but you can't get in just to be in there.
Right.
You know, this was gonna come out the Kool Club.
You have to add value.
So are you gonna add me?
Yeah, cause you're about something.
Wait a minute, why you sound like that when you?
Because he just said that like he wasn't adding everybody, so I
She's
figured
supposed to do that.
I felt like I had to put on my cute voice, like
Nah, you
gonna add me, because he just said he ain't adding everybody. He had 140 requests. I don't want to get lost in the 141 requests. I need to make
I
sure
want you to
mine-
look specifically for me.
Just go. Rob can add you because when they show who added you. So if you do something wrong, it's gonna be back on Rob. So Rob, why don't you add her to the club and then she gonna wear your name.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Anything happens with her.
I'm gonna ponder that. You know, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna ponder and we gonna talk. Oh man, Snooky, we want to thank you for stopping by, man. And one more time, give them the address and the date of the event.
It's the Snooky and the Kool Club's first annual style and fashion event. It's April 9th, 2015, the second
16,
Saturday.
babe.
2000. There you go. Get it straight. Say it
Get
again.
straight. 2016.
Say
We next year.
April 9th. Say April 9th.
April 9th, 2016. This year, not last year. This year.
4100 Martin Luther King Drive. Tickets are $25 general admission, $40 RSVP. For Black History Month, it is 2 for $40 and 3 for $75, and these are $30.
And where can I get
RSVP.
tickets?
You could contact me. I'll give y'all some pluckers for my cell phone number and everything. So I'm not saying that.
He said I'm not saying. If you want to purchase tickets and you see this episode, you can always get in contact with us on the 3's Company Facebook page via email or on 3'scompanyradio.com, and we will definitely funnel you to Snooky and everybody.
Cause see what happened? He just don't want the thoughts to call him and talking about, hey, let me get 3 for what, $10? You know, no discount.
He said that won't happen.
He said no discount.
No discount.
Once again,
no discount.
And it's for multiple sclerosis. I want to really drive that down. All the proceeds for the tickets, not all the proceeds, a portion of the proceeds.
At least he honest.
Going to multiple sclerosis research, and we also trying to get a lot of folks to come out to the MS Walk. I think it's May 2nd, 2016, Lakeshore Drive. Come out to the MS Walk and walk for multiple sclerosis.
That's awesome. How much of the proceeds is going to?
She said, "What's the portion?"
So
Like what's the percentage?
We trying to raise like about $6,000.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
So that's more than nice.
Yeah.
Some folks $500.
That's what I was
true.
saying. Like I was, glad that right on back.
We definitely want to thank Snooky for stopping through, man, and letting us, chiming in with us on the Black Business Report. We're going to try to bring at least one of these a month to y'all, so be on the lookout for it. Make sure you support the event, and as always, log on to 3'scompanyradio.com for the latest updates, streaming music, and all of that.